worst games. I put together a tier list. So that's how we're going to start off the stream because it's the end of the year. If you had a rough year, I hope 2025 is better for everybody. Whatever goals you want to achieve, don't wait till the calendar changes to January 1st to like hit the gym now, you know? Start getting your finances straight now, you know what I'm saying? There's no better day than today. You feel me? It's a blessing to be alive. But we're going to talk about the best and the worst games of 2024. Before we get into it, today is the final day to enter the Steam Deck giveaway. I will be picking a winner in the next 24 hours. If you're watching on Twitch, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Enter the giveaway. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is at the top of the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, honestly, I don't care. Come over to one of my other platforms. You niggas is weird over there. I was about to say, if you're watching on Hokage highlights, today would be tomorrow. So I mean, tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow's the last day. So if you're watching the Hokage highlights, it would be the last day to enter. Anyways, you got about 29 hours to enter. But do we do the top 5 games of the year? No, I'm exporting the podcast right now. I was working on that. It'll probably be up tomorrow. That'll be the next podcast. We're talking about the Game Awards in the last one. But yeah, enter it. Link pinned to the top of the chat or at the top of the description box on YouTube. Also hit the like button if you're on YouTube. All right, let's talk about it. Best and worst games of 2024. A lot of games came out. A lot of games were played. Some beaten, some not. I'm not gonna lie. 2024. For those unaware who are new to my content, I've been producing content for a very long time. What year is it? This is 2025's year 17, I believe. And I've been a full-time content creator for, I want to say 14 of those years. I'm losing. It's getting to the point where I'm not gonna lie. Yo, shout out to Rob Base with the 5 get this subs. I appreciate you.
You do it again.
It's getting to the point where I'm starting to lose track of the years. I'm getting old. Yo, shout out to MK10. So the reason I bring up the length that I've been a creator is, for the longest, I've been a game reviewer, and 2024 is the year I made the conscious decision to like stop stressing myself out over these games. The unfortunate thing about being a creator is a lot of people don't understand that I am a one-man army. I have editors, but that's about it. I still write and produce everything. I still record myself. Like, I still try to put me into my videos, because a lot of your favorite creators, they don't do that. If you want to know why some of these video essay channels pump out video essays all the time, they're either using AI to basically copy and paste somebody's other shit. They'll download, I'm putting y'all on the game. They'll download niggas scripts, the transcript from somebody else's video. They'll put it in Chatbot GPT and say, regurgitate this shit. So if you're wondering why they come out with 3-4 high quality video essays a week, niggas is ripping people off, they getting exposed. And if they're not doing that, they're hiring writers. I don't got that type of money. And also, I don't know if I ever want to have a writer. Like, I like to put myself in the videos. So because I still kind of take that route, I decided to stop stressing myself out and trying to beat every fucking game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a taste tester now. If I really like a game, I'm gonna beat it. But everybody want to know my opinion on every type of game, and that's why I always give a disclaimer when I drop videos. First impressions, you know, my opinion is subject to change, but this is how I'm feeling now. Just so that, you know, I'm not trying to pass it off as a review. We're making adjustments. It gives me more time. Yeah, I don't got ghostwriters. It gives me more time to free up and try other things, so people aren't asking me why this video is so late, this, that, and the third. But anyways, so if I didn't beat the game, it is what it is. I'm just strictly talking about how I felt about the game this year. It is way too many games, yeah, compared to like an IGN or something that's got a whole team. So I went through and I looked at all the major video game releases in 2024, and we're gonna be ranking them by S, A, B, C, D, and then I'm gonna put didn't play it. If I didn't play it, I'm gonna put it there, to be fair. Holy shit, you're NWN. Damn, I just got introduced to your content on TikTok Live. Hey, welcome back, Sunken. Welcome back, bro. You just brought mad memories. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream, dog. Hit the follow. Hit the follow.
You hear that, Shadow?
All right.
Sonic's dick.
Did I miss any news? This is the only thing I'm doing for the news section today. We're opening up. The first thing is Like a Dragon. Didn't play it. I know JG loved it. I know a lot of people loved it. Based off the public sentiment, it seems like this is an A-B tier type of game, but I didn't play it, so it's not fair to put my opinion on that one. But I mean, people who played it, they seem to really like it, but it's a very niche title. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that one. I don't know why that one was first. Second game, College Football 25. How long has it been? Like 25? Not 25. Like 11 years, I think, since the last one. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really play college football when it was popular back in the day. I was more of a Madden head. But I saw some of the changes they made early on in their YouTube videos, their dev diaries, and it got me interested in the game. So I gave college football a chance. I did play it, and I got to admit, I'm not gonna lie, I had some fun with it, chat. I had some fun with it. And the crazy part is, this is one of the best-selling games of the year. One of the top, if you didn't see my last stream, in the top 10 best-selling games of 2024, it was Madden, college football, and then apparently there was a bundle with Madden and college football put together. So it took 3 slots. I'm trying to figure out would I rank it a B or a C. It's not going S or A. There's fun to be had here. College football to me was an A or a B. I'm gonna give it a B. I like the faster pace of the gameplay, the atmosphere. The whole college aspect being a student, I give it a B. It's fun to be had there. I feel like if you're a football fan, you'll probably put it at an A. I could be wrong. I'm not like a super football fan these days. Yeah, solid presentation. I think the real challenge this game is going to face.
Get off my man Sonic's dick.
The real challenge this game is going to face is we had to wait 11 years for this game. I think it's 11 years. So it did benefit a lot from the fact that people miss this franchise. The real challenge for college football is next year and the year after. How will they maintain and keep this formula interesting? Because this is EA we're talking about. But for now, I'm gonna give y'all the W. Next. Yeah, we're doing top games. Concord, the top and the worst. Concord, that's okay. Now I feel like most people are gonna say that. I'm actually gonna give it a C. That's probably gonna, he said game of the year. I'm actually gonna be fair. I'm gonna give it a C.
Disgusting black creature.
Hear me out. Most of y'all did not play Concord. I actually played Concord. And I'm not trying to be funny. I swear to God, the gameplay was not that bad. It felt like a solid 7 out of 10. And they had the innovative story where they were going to release new cutscenes and content every week. I swear the actual game was not bad. But they should have probably made it free to play. PlayStation didn't advertise it correctly. And I'm not going to lie. One of the biggest problems this game had is it was a hero shooter and the art was fucking ass. I think the reason this game failed is not just because of the lack of promotion, but also the characters were just not cool. Some people were calling it woke and all this other shit. There was no political agenda in this game, so I don't know why people were calling it woke. The characters just were not cool. They were fucking cornballs. And if you want to argue that, then I'm 100% with it. It was just lacking that sauce. It should have been free to play. I'm going to give it a C. I'm not going to dunk it into the D. It's not that, because the game, it does work and the gunplay did feel good. I'm being 100% fair. Next. Yeah, shit had no drip. Dragon's Dogma 2. The first controversial game. It's somewhere between this and this. You say gonna get a D? The first half of Dragon's Dogma 2 was fucking fuego. It was fire. The graphics were good. The story was interesting. But I'm not trying to be funny when I say I don't think I've ever seen a video game fall apart so bad in the second half of the game. If you have not played Dragon's Dogma, there's 2 major problems with it. A, the second half of the story is awful. And B, by the time you reach the midway point of the game, which is the second hub world, the desert area, you fought everything there is to fight. So the gameplay becomes very redundant and very repetitive. You fight the same 3. I swear to God, I fought that werewolf in the damn forest like 10 times. You fight the damn griffin. Yeah, it's just a real, and then there's no fast travel. I think fast travel would have fixed things. It was really cool the first time you hopped on the cart, right? And then you get attacked by the griffin. It wasn't cool the 5th time it happened. But is it on the same level as Concord though? That's what's like making it hard. I had more fun with this game than this one. This is gonna be contra. I'm gonna leave it at the C, chat. I'm leaving it at the C. I just can't put it above it. And then, oh, you know what? Yeah, it is C. Dragon's Dogma 2 earned the reward of the first annoying gaming community of 2024.
Reminds me of when my parents
Because
followed in Crime Alley.
you remember when I finished the game, people were telling me, oh, I needed to get the true ending to truly enjoy the game. No, I don't. How are you going to tell me how I'm going to enjoy a game? I paid $70 for this. I'm a gameplay first person. So if the story falls apart, it's okay as long as the gameplay is fun. The gameplay fell apart. I don't give a fuck what happened in the true story. That final boss fight was whack. C. And then they tried to give me pushback. But here we are at the end of the year. Go on YouTube. You will find numerous video essays, people talking about how mid and disappointing this game was. So I ended up being right. I'm gonna leave it at a C. Yeah, elitist fucking nerds. Anytime, let me tell y'all something before I get off Dragon's Dogma. Anytime your argument is you need to get the true ending to enjoy the game fucking sucks. I didn't need to get the true ending of Lies. Hey, I'm turning off alerts. I'm talking right now. God damn. I appreciate everybody who subs. If I didn't get the true ending with the nameless puppet in Lies of P, and I just fought that first dude, I still would have rated the game the same. I still enjoyed it. You see what I mean? Come on now, chat. Come on. Helldivers 2. I'm gonna put that at an A. That's an easy A. Not an S tier. I feel like some people will put that as an S tier, but I'm gonna put it at an A because me personally, I wasn't that much into it as everybody else, but I can admit I had a good time for like a good month and a half. I think we played this. I didn't really stick with it long term. I knew I wouldn't just because like I didn't really feel like the gameplay was like super groundbreaking or anything. But it had a moment. It was fun. I'm not going to deny it. And also kudos to them. They kind of fucked up mid-year, but at the end of the year, they brought it back with the latest content drop during the Game Awards. They've managed to hold on to their audience. I'm comfortable with an A. But if you want to argue for an S, I'm not against it. This is my by the way, because I didn't even say this as a disclaimer. This is my personal opinion. I thought I turned the fucking alerts off. Hold up, y'all. This is my personal opinion. I'm not saying that this is the definitive opinion that everybody should agree with. This is just my personal. I would put it at A. Foam Stars. Okay. Oh, that's a D. That makes me feel better about putting Concord at C. How many of y'all remember Foam Stars came out this year? Probably nobody. Now, when this game was coming out, everybody was talking about we're gonna foam it up, we're gonna sud each other. Me and the boys about to hop into a Xbox Live, or I mean a PlayStation party, butt ass naked with nothing but some Timbs on and just spray suds all over each other. Y'all remember y'all said y'all was gonna do that? You lied. You fucking lied. Nobody was naked playing this shit. Nobody played this shit, period. The game died literally in the first week. The game died in the first fucking week. And the reason is it was nothing innovative. It was nothing interesting about it. It was nothing fun. The character designs were ass. Just an all around ass game. And I'm glad they decided to shut it down. I think more studios need to start doing this. If you launch a live service game and within the first year it's not successful, shut it off. Why are you wasting money on the servers? You could be spending that towards game development on something else that might actually win. So the first D congratulations is going to Foam Star. This game fucking sucks. Just play Splatoon if you want to splat all over niggas. But even still, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna question anybody that wants to splat on a nigga. Okay, I got another controversial one for you. Hear me out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the follow-up to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, what year did Final Fantasy VII Remake come out? Let's see, FF7 Remake release date. Was it 2020? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Final Fantasy VII Remake was one of my favorite games of 2020. I fucking love that game. But Rebirth, it just didn't hit for me. It was good, but something was off. I'm putting it at the B. Something was off about it. It didn't have the same charm, maybe because I had to wait so long for part 2. It felt bloated. I'm not gonna lie, the mini games are an acquired taste, but I feel like the combat just didn't evolve enough to where it I felt like the first remake's combat really captivated me, but the second one just felt like I was playing an extension of the first game. And granted, it is a sequel, but you have to build upon that. if this part 2 would have came out within like a year after part 1, I don't think I would have felt the same. The allure of the original remake would have still been there, but we had to wait 4 years for basically the same game with some mini games. It didn't really hit that much for me, but it was okay. It was okay. I'm sure some people will argue SNA, but for me personally, it didn't. I think there was too much going on. Nah, it just didn't hit the same for me. It didn't feel the same even after I played both. I like the linearity of the part 1 more. I feel that. Hey, let me no Indiana Jones on this list, or oh, I forgot to put it. Like I could put it there. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Let's see. You're right, I did forget to put that shit. Let's see, download. Put that there. Ooh. I think I can update it, yeah. Indiana Jones. Boom. Since you asked for it, here we go. I didn't play it, nigga. And let me cut my arrow. It's kind of hot in my house. Let me cut my arrow real quick. I knew it was coming. That being said, though, jokes aside about Indiana Jones, although I did not play it, that is what I got me lady for Christmas. She is a big Indiana Jones fan, so I got her the collector's edition for Indiana Jones for Christmas. Loved it. Thoughtful gift. Come on, guys. So I'm sure I'll hear about it. I'm sure I'll get to play it because she's probably about to yap my damn ear off about it. So like at some point I probably will play this game. But for now I haven't touched it, so I can't really speak on it. Looks good though. Looks good. Just came out at a bad time. Came out at the end of the year. I'm not going to lie, and we'll talk about it. There's a game that came out this month I did not expect to go this damn hard. One of the best games of the year. I believe it. Everybody's been praising it. I know there's an article that came out that said that they're ordering more. Microsoft wants more Indiana Jones. So apparently I guess it sold well and it reviewed well enough that there's going to be more games. But first, S tier easily going to Metaphor. Easily going to Metaphor. If you haven't played it, I don't want to hear it. Where do we even start with this game? Art style is amazing. The art is the polar opposite of Concord. So, and then the cutscenes are beautifully animated. I think this game could be an anime. The story's fire. There's rumors it might be an anime. The gameplay's fire. It's a nice mix between live action combat as well as turn-based. The characters are intriguing. The dialogue, the side quests are fun. The music is probably the best soundtrack of the year. There's really, I don't, right now, at this point in which the time that I have on this game, I really don't have a complaint about this game. It is an acquired taste. It's a hardcore JRPG. But if you want a game with a really strong story, good music, fire combat, bad bitches, Metaphor is one of the best games of the year. And I've had several people come in my chat and say, I bought Metaphor because I heard you praising it. This game was not on my radar. I'm glad I tried it. Same thing with like Mass Effect type shit. And to be fair, this game wasn't on my radar either. The only reason I played this game is because they dropped a demo and I heard the demo was 6 hours long. And I played the whole demo on stream. It is 6 hours. And your save carries over. So if I recommend to everybody, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I recommend everybody, if you haven't played it, at least try the demo. You get the whole prologue for free, and the save will carry over if you like the game. Can't recommend it enough. Next, XDefiant. Another game like Foam Stars that came out this year and got deleted this year. But unlike Foam Stars, it's not that bad. I give it a C. He said F. Nah. I'm all for the jokes. But let's be fair, chat. Let's be fair. I had some, like the first week, I had fun on XDefiant. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie about this shit. XDefiant's biggest problem was they didn't fix the problems that it had soon enough. And the problems with this game was the inconsistent, the inconsistent hit registration, laggy servers, balance on the characters, and the battle pass was terrible. There was nothing worth buying here in this game. Some of the worst skins I've ever seen in a live service game. But when the game worked, there was fun to be had. It had the free-to-play thing going for it, plus cross-play. It was something to play with the boys. I had some fun with it for about a week or two. It just, they took too long to fix the game. And also they launched it without assassins. And it sucks to see that the servers are getting shut down. And the last update is when they put Assassin's Creed in the game. You should have launched it with Assassin's Creed, but too little, too late. Oh yeah, the hackers. They didn't do nothing about the hackers either. But I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, I didn't have any fun with this game. I feel like that's disingenuous. It had, XDefiant had a moment. Let's not forget they did have 10 million players the weekend that it launched. They just couldn't sustain them. Astrobot, S tier. Putting it at the S tier. Astrobot was my personal game of the year until I played Metaphor. Then I was like, fuck. So all the people crying that this game won Game of the Year at the Game Awards, I didn't necessarily agree with it, but I understood it. So to the people who don't understand, let me explain it to you. Astrobot is a game that harkens back to the day and age when games were about just having fun. See, although multiplayer competitive games can be fun, it has warped a lot of y'all perceptions about what games are supposed to be. Too many of y'all are trying to be streamers making it out your mama's basement when you should be watching me. Because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. This is a fun game that you come home from your hard 9 to 5, fucking tortas in the back of an Amazon warehouse. Because I know that's what y'all niggas be doing. You hop on a game, you jump around, you boop some shit, you explore a beautiful, vibrant level. Oh, and this might be the first game where the motion controls didn't bother me. Very creative way to use the motion controls. Seeing appearances from all the different characters across the PlayStation history. It amazes me how many of you guys claim to be PlayStation fanboys and didn't play Astrobot. It's literally a love letter to the PlayStation. All throughout the game, you will find different heroes from the different PlayStation eras that you get to collect and interact with, and then they hang out in this hub world and do cool shit. It's a fun fucking game, bro. Get off your high horse. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I personally hate niggas who think they too tough to listen to R&B. I personally don't think you pull women. Niggas who just listen to rap music, I don't think you pull women. I'm not gonna lie. I could be wrong. I just don't believe it. Niggas who think they're too tough to play a platformer or anything outside of a fucking shooter, I don't trust you niggas either. First of all, we know you niggas don't get no pussy. We know your chair stink. You know what's cool? Being yourself, not what you think people should perceive you to be. Try something, bitch. Astrobot lit. So when it won Game of the Year, I was like, I'm cool with it. I love the game. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. What? How good it? How good it? How fucking good it? Oh shit. Anyways, most of y'all probably don't know this game. Star Wars Hunters. This was a game that came out on mobile and then recently it got ported to PC. It's a hero shooter starring Star Wars characters. Kind of like Concord, kind of like XDefiant. I played this game. I actually did play this game. Believe it or not, I'm gonna give it a C. For a mobile game, it's really good. But then they ported it to PC. I see no reason to really play it on PC. But if you are a person who dabbles a little bit in mobile gaming, maybe you work at that Amazon warehouse pounding tortas, on your break when you're eating lunch, if you got a little free time, I would recommend booting up Star Wars Hunters. This is one of my favorite mobile games. It's pretty cool. They got original characters in there, original like Sith Lords and shit like that. It's just capturing objectives, TDM. Characters have different abilities. Hero shooter shit. But it's not as sweaty. So there's fun to be had here. But is it reinventing the wheel? No. I think I'm most impressed by this game because graphically it does look really good for being on iPhone and So check it out. It's free. Skull and Shit. D, one of the worst games of the fucking year, Skull and Bones. The first, fun fact for those unaware, this is the first quadruple A game ever created. This game was like 10 years in the making, and it still came out dog shit. This is arguably the worst game of the year, and for a multitude of reasons. First of all, the game just fucking sucks. It's not fun. They made a pirate game where you don't get to do pirate shit. You just fucking float around on a boat. There's no sea shanties. You're not looting niggas. I knew this game was gonna fail when I streamed this game. Y'all remember this shit? I had to parallel park a boat, nigga. I said, what is this? The mission quest called for me to go pick up some type of fruit or vegetable so I could craft something. So I go to the island and I'm thinking I'm about to hop off the boat and get on the island and go pick the items. No, you have to parallel park the boat, then click the button and it says gathering materials. Get the fuck out my face, Ubisoft. And the worst part, the reason this is really the worst game of the year, for those unaware, this is a 100% fact. This is not me being facetious. Skull and Bones started off as a multiplayer expansion of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And then they said, what we got here is so good, we should make it its own spin-off game. And to Ubisoft, I say, why didn't you? What the fuck happened? All you had to do was make Black Flag multiplayer. I would have been on that bitch. With the Assassin's Creed fighting style, you and the homies on a boat, doing combos on a nigga when you rob him and shit. And then I even said the way they could have made it even better, it could have been a spin-off series where Skull and Bones took place in the same timeline as Edward Kenway. And you play a pirate who's just trying to make ends meet. So you're doing quests for Templars and assassins. And there's like a morality compass. Come on, Ubisoft. And then y'all wonder why y'all going bankrupt. This game sucks. Batman, VR, whatever this shit was called. What was it called? Batman VR? Batman Arkham Shadow. Batman Arkham Shadow. It's gotten rave reviews. But I haven't played it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not putting no fucking meta quest on my goddamn face. Although, and I have a quest too. Although I have seen a game on TikTok that's been making me kind of reconsider VR gaming. There's this boxing game I keep seeing clips for. I gotta look up the name of it. That shit looks pretty fun. There's some boxing game on VR where like niggas is throwing hands and you knocking them out and shit. It looked pretty funny. Got good reviews. I believe it's good. From the gameplay, it looks good, but I just couldn't find the time to put a VR headset on my head. I heard it's fun. Yeah, I heard good things about it. I'm not gonna diss it. I believe that it's good if y'all say it's good, but I haven't played it, so it's not fair for me to talk about it. What you just walk into? I'm having a discussion about my personal best and worst games of 2024. The Legend of Pirates Online was a better pirate game. It was. Black Myth Wukong. Time for another controversial pick. I already know where I want to put this one. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the B tier. No, Black Myth is better than Dragon's Dogma. I'm going to put it at the B tier. Do you have an Apple Vision as well? Oh no, that's too. I'm not rich, bro. I'm not rich. Welcome to the stream, Boundless. That's too rich for my blood. That shit is not even worth getting. I'm gonna put it at the B tier. Yeah, it's really like a C.5 because it is better than these games, but only slightly. In my opinion, this should have never been nominated for Game of the Year. Black Myth Wukong is just an okay action game. What I will say to be positive before I go on my tirade about this and how annoying the community is, when Black Myth Wukong is good, it's really good. It's very fun. The combat, when it's flowing correctly, it feels great. The different abilities, the skill tree, pretty cool. The animation on the cutscenes, fire. The music, fire. But this game has a lot of fucking problems. And what annoys me is people act like it doesn't. This game has input lag. It drops frames, screen tearing. It crashes. Some of the level design was fucking atrocious. They waited till after I beat the game to put a fucking map in it. So when I played it, there was no map. It was hard to navigate. Invisible walls everywhere. The best way I can describe Black Myth Wukong, it is a valiant first effort. For this studio's first game, it was good. But was it ready for Game of the Year? Not quite. Yeah, I said button input delay. Yeah, it had button input delay on an action game, a fast-paced action game. I don't give a fuck if you were able to adapt to it. To not criticize that would be disingenuous because we want these products to improve. So I think a B is a sweet spot to put it. Oh, you're right. No platforming too. You guys made a monkey game with no platforming. You really missed a great opportunity to do some Jack and Daxter shit there. But it's cool. It's cool. It has its moments. It has its, when the highs are high, it's great. But when the lows are there, it's very low. All right. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Let me talk to y'all, chat. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. They added a map, time to go back. Yeah, they added a map in the last update. I'm gonna put Black Ops 6 at an A. I liked Call of Duty this year. I did. I can't lie. I have a love-hate relationship with Call of Duty. And this is coming from somebody, I didn't even play zombies. I didn't even play the story. I'm strictly talking about the multiplayer. That Omni movement was fucking fire. We was sweating on this bitch for about a good 2 months. It was on Game Pass. The online was smooth for the most part, besides the packet drops here and there. And for the people who have played the zombies and the story, everybody tells me it's fire. I just didn't care about it. But it was a fun time, and I got it for free on the Game Pass. I got my money's worth out of Black Ops 6. So I'm going to be 100% fair and say it was one of my favorite games this year. I still be sweating on COD. Yeah, you see me and Siggy get on it whenever we get mad and be like, bro, I'm going to Call of Duty. I agree, this year was dope. Yeah, you know, Activision can be very hit or miss with Call of Duty, but I feel like it's very disingenuous when we don't give them their flowers when they get it right. My one critique of this game is I do think the maps are ass, but the gameplay was so fire, it kind of trumped the poor map design and you kind of just adapted to it. Also, you can always drop more maps later, but this is the first Call of Duty that I feel like I genuinely liked since Black Ops 3. That's a long time. So I'm going back to my roots. Somebody got to do it. If you had to pay full price, would it still be at this rank? It would. It would. It would. I can say that confidently. Who developed it this year? It was Treyarch, wasn't it? Treyarch always does Black Ops. 3 to 6, yeah. So that's where I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna put it at A. Not quite S tier, but it's good. Silent Hill, didn't play it. The remake got good reviews. I think this one got nominated for Game of the Year too, but I didn't play it. I've never played any Silent Hill, to be honest, but if y'all say y'all like it, I love it. Just never got a chance to play it. Probably never was gonna play it because I'm not really into spooky games like that. I just don't be getting scared. So I really don't have much to say about that. The story is fire. I believe y'all. If y'all say it's good, you know, I believe y'all. Same thing with Belantro. I didn't get to play it. I did buy it. I just haven't had the time. And we're going to actually, you know what? This is perfect because after Belantro, we're going to talk about why I haven't played this game. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even hear this game. And it's very rare that I don't hear about a fucking game. This is my job. I never heard of this game until it got nominated for Game of the Year. And then I was like, you know what? I want to try it because it's on Steam sale. I got it for $12, but I still haven't gotten around to playing it. But everybody says it's crack cocaine. But I haven't gotten a chance to play it. And do you know why? Because a game came out that I knew. Go look at them streams for when because I was in both betas. I told y'all this game was gonna be big. Oh, it's just Overwatch with Marvel characters. It's if you playing this at a high level, this is more than Overwatch. It's different. I knew I was gonna like this game, but I felt like it was gonna be an A or a B. But after being on it for like a month, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm putting Marvel Rivals at an S. I put a tweet out today. Let me read it to y'all. Rank did it for me, by the way. Ranked did it for me. I put out a tweet. On week one, I felt role queues might be needed for Rivals, but the more I play this, the more I say no role queues. It would stifle creativity and make it just like Overwatch. You know, the game a lot of us don't want to play. I'm damn near addicted. Same, barely same. Welcome to the stream. The game is designed to reward people who can think quickly on their feet and adapt to situations. I personally love that. The real issue is too many of you refuse to be a team player and learn different heroes. I've ran some insane lineups that I would have never seen in Overwatch because I thought outside the box. This is what the genre needs. Me playing ranked is what made me bump it up to the S tier. If you play only quick match and you just play with DPS dumbasses, I can understand why it's like, oh, it's just Overwatch with fucking Marvel heroes. But when you start playing against actual good people who are creative, you see that it's more than Overwatch. I'm gonna give you an example. Somebody just came in the chat and said he's addicted. I'm not gonna lie, this morning I woke up and I played for an hour. Brushed my tweet. I said, let me get a few games in, right? I had some of the most fire games and they were fucking with randoms. We ran a lineup. It was on offense. I'm gonna put y'all onto some science. So I've been trying to learn Wolverine for some reasons. He's a tank buster, so I've been trying to learn him, right? I'm getting better with him. And I locked into Wolverine because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of playing with shitty fucking DPSs, so I just lock in and force niggas to play tank. I get into this match, dude locks in on Captain America, somebody locks in on Psylocke, I locked in on Wolverine, and then somebody locked in on a shooter. Oh, Bucky. And then we had 2 healers. So we had Wolverine, Psylocke, Captain America, Bucky, and then 2 healers. It was a high offense fucking lineup. Cap was rushing down the middle, being a little gnat, absorbing the damage. And me and that Psylocke was picking niggas off. When I tell you we pushed that team scalp the fuck back with that blitz offense, I was like, yeah, you would have never saw that in Overwatch. I was like, this is fucking fun. Because like, I feel like a lot of people still are playing this game like, all right, 2 tanks, 2 DPSs, 2 healers, and we're gonna play the poke game until somebody overextends, makes a mistake, and then you punish them. And there are times when the game calls for that. But if you get creative, I've seen people run 3 healers. I've seen people run 4 DPS and 1 healer in ranked. If you hit your shots, you can make some crazy shit work with some of these combos and shit. I think you posted about it too. I was like, yes, this is fucking refreshing. So some of it is people need to relinquish their ego, and some of y'all just fucking suck. But I don't think this game needs a role queue. And once I started to realize that, when I started playing ranked, I was like, it's an S tier because it allows creativity. I'm fucking with it for now. Next year, I might hate this game. Like, LOL, yeah, I told my team why we got 4 TBS, then we ran over a team. I had to hush, LOL. If you haven't seen it, because like I feel like one thing people don't understand is this game it hasn't even cracked a month old. It's like it's been out for 3 weeks, right? There's 33 characters, and let's keep it a buck. Of those 33 characters, the average person of the 20 million people playing plays 1 to 3 characters, and most of them are DPSs. So right now, the people who like to explore, we're still figuring out the tech. And there's some tech in this game. It's deeper than I thought. This morning, I was like, yo, these devs are onto something. Beautifully crafted, beautifully designed. I was like, this game is not Overwatch. And it's better for it. So I'm going to put it at the S tier. Yo, shout out to Majin Quinn. I bought a couple skins too. So that's how you know I like it. Not too many though. We can't be part of the problem. I'm going to control myself, chat. I'm going to control myself. Magneto's kind of S tier, not gonna lie. With the right lineup, he is. I think Doctor Strange is the best tank right now. Doctor Strange is the best. You said I'm a fraud? Okay. I'll take that. We got some crazy combos if we lock in. A lot of it is just skill issue and situational awareness. Next game, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Dragon Age Veilguard. We need that Marvel Rivals tier list. I already did one, although I feel like I would change it. I would change it now based off since I started playing ranked. I feel like my first tier list is wrong. Maybe an updated one, and maybe like a month or 2, we can do an updated one. Because like I said, people are still figuring out the tech, including myself. We got a lot to learn. There's 33 characters. Veilguard. Now, if you ask losers on the internet that get no pussy and their chair stinks, they'll tell you it's D tier. It's one of the worst games of the year. But to those people, I know you don't play games. Me personally, gameplay I feel like is an A. I'm really enjoying the gameplay. But the story is a hit or miss. It has its moments, but I'm not a big fan of all the characters. Some of the writing is a little wonky. I feel like a lot of the choices don't matter as much in comparison to other BioWare games. But I will say I do feel like this game is BioWare back on track, and I hope they knock it out of the park for Mass Effect 5, the next one. But it's not quite there A for me. I feel like a B is fair. It's a good game that I would recommend getting on sale probably. But don't believe what these go woke, go broke people tell you. It's one mission in that game that them niggas didn't like. Just like if you played Spider-Man 2, remember when you had to help the dude who was trying to get the date to the prom, the gay dude? It was one mission and them niggas threw a hissy fit. And now they're saying it's the worst game of the year. There's one mission in this game. Niggas is just like, no, the game's fine. Shut the fuck up, bro. You said better than Wukong? No, I put it on par. For different reasons. They're both B tier. S tier coming up next. Nigga, fuck out of here. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Nigga, no. The community D tier. You niggas are the biggest losers of the year. You niggas need to shut the fuck up and bite the bullet. You people are losers. Y'all stink. You don't brush your teeth. You go to every convention, but you can't afford that 800 square foot apartment. No, 400. That you paying $2,000 a month for in Brooklyn. You people are awful. But the actual game, where would I put this at? He says Z tier. I actually don't know where. I'd put it somewhere between a C, and a B. I'd put it somewhere between a C and it's not as bad as Concord. It's better. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a solid B. I'm gonna be fair. I hate the community behind this game. I think you guys ruined it. You refused to accept criticism. You tried to make this game a competitive game. Also, you hands down, between you and Black Myth Wukong, it's funny because you're both Bs. These two had the most toxic communities of 2024. Very toxic community. I don't like the community, but the game's okay. I just don't think, like, motherfuckers was talking about this was going to be game of the year. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. It's another 3D arena fighter. And that's why 90% of the player base died. That's why nobody wants to watch your tournaments. You niggas go up and down like, yo, high level Sparking Zero gameplay. You want to see it? Who lives in an apartment complex? I want you to put my stream on your phone, put some headphones in so they can't hear me. Go into your elevator, right? Go into your elevator in your apartment complex and just go to the top floor. Then get out, get back in, and go to the bottom. And just repeat that 20 times. That is high level Sparking Zero gameplay. And you think people want to watch that? You niggas rather not shower over fighting for $50 at a fucking locals. Nigga, fuck you, bitch ass niggas, bruh. That community can die slow. Next. Don't ever doubt me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I be talking about facts, statistics. Who's talking about that game anymore? Nobody. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. S tier slander. It's not as bad as Foam Stars and Skull. I'm gonna be 100% fair. I'm gonna put it at a C. Where's it a D? Fuck, this one's actually tough. A for show. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at a D. The graphics were nice, because the thing is, like, even though I wasn't a fan of this game, like, it's not Skull and Bones bad, and it's not Foam Star bad. It's the strongest of the Ds, like it's BBC, but so I'll put it at the top. It's the strongest of the Ds, but it's like somewhere between a D and a C. Because, like, there were some story beats that were okay, then there were a lot that were horrible. The graphics were cool. The gameplay was fun for about 2 hours. And then you realized that you were doing nothing but shooting purple men. Some purple men were small, some were big. Everybody had guns. There wasn't a lot of team synergy. Yeah, I'll leave it at a D. I'll leave it at this is one. I will say, not only is this one of the worst games of the year, this is one of the biggest disappointments. I didn't really expect nothing from this anyway, but this is a big disappointment. The gameplay loop was just bad. They had something there, and I think it would have been a lot better if they would have just made it a multiplayer co-op story-driven game. But instead, they wanted to make it a live service games. And what do live service games do? They ruin everything. The moment you make it live service, you have to figure out how to extend that gameplay to keep people on. And a lot of times that results in very uncreative gameplay loops that revolve around defending the computer missions. And I've been tired of defending the computer since Destiny 1. Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. Some of y'all probably forgot about this game. I'm gonna put Flintlock at a C. I feel strong with a C. This was it was a Souls light game starring a black woman. A lot of people said it was ass because it was woke. There was nothing woke about this game. It wasn't pushing any type of agenda, ideology. It just starred a black woman. And what do people not like on the internet? Black people. But the actual game, it was just okay. I would define this as a Game Pass game. If you have Game Pass, try it out. It's a Souls game, but it's a little clunky. I do like the platforming aspect. The story is kind of interesting. I say Flintlock is quality mid. It's quality mid. But Souls Light, more like soulless, shit felt hollow. Yeah, I would say the world did. Yeah. It's okay. If you have Game Pass, try it out, but it's nothing to phone home about. It's a bit of a disappointment because like the trailers made it look a lot better than what it was gonna be. It's your average AA. That's a good way of putting it. It's your average AA game. If you go into this game with Flintlock with the right expectations, understand it doesn't have a AAA budget, there's fun to be had here, but it is a little clunky. What's this shit? The crab treasure game? What's that crab game called? Crab Souls game. Not another Crab's Treasure that came out in 2024. But I didn't play this game, but I heard everybody said this shit is fire. I wish I would have got a chance to play this. You put it at an S tier. For those unaware, this is like a cartoony Souls-like game where you play as a crab. I believe it's on Game Pass. It got really good reviews, but it just didn't get the press. I just kind of forgot about the game. I never got around, but it got good reviews. I just never got around to playing it. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Same thing with the next entry. The DLC, the final shape or whatever it is for Destiny. You got to pay me to care about this game. I don't care if this is one of the highest reviewed pieces of content this year. I know a lot of people loved it. A lot of people will probably put it at A or S too because it's one of the best reviewed things. Just didn't play it. And this one I didn't play, not due to timing. I just don't want to I don't care how fun it is to defend the computer. I'm not doing it, dude. I'm not fucking doing it. Get that Destiny shit the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's how I feel. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, big S tier. That's easy. What? Chat. Like, what are we talking about?
Thanks for knuckle fucking.
She was fucking fire. If you didn't play Shadow of the Erd Tree, it is everything you love about Elden Ring turned up. They introduced a whole new section to the game. 100 hours of content, new content. There was like 100 new weapons in it for $40. 10 new main bosses and like 40 or 50 side bosses. This was and if you didn't play this and you don't understand why I got nominated for Game of the Year, it's because although technically it is DLC, this is a whole different game. Even the core gameplay loop got changed because you needed to collect the power tokens or whatever that shit was called to boost up the way your character scaled was different in comparison to the base game. New story, epic final boss fight. I was up till 3 a.m. fighting Radahn. S tier, kind of speaks for itself. And I'm excited. 2025, the new DLC is coming out. It's going to be co-op driven. It's going to be fire. It's going to be the Skaduskis. Yeah, the Skaduskis. You had to collect the Skaduskis. Don't knock it if you haven't tried it. I'm still beating the DLC. Yeah, a lot of you niggas are. I seen the achievements. Y'all be lying about beating the game. At least you honest about it. Quidditch Champions, a game that came out and I feel like nobody played. I put it in the didn't play it list. I'm not gonna lie, I never was gonna play this shit. I don't care about Harry Potter like that. I did play Hogwarts Legacy, but mainly because the gameplay looked interesting. This is one of those games I would have tried it, but it came out at the wrong time. And wasn't it like $30 or something like that? This game came out when like 3 other games came out, and I was like, ugh. This is one of those games where like I have to, if I was a consultant, I gotta let these developers know. If you want to put your game out, please take a look at the calendar and look at what people are putting out. Consider, can your game compete with that? And be honest with yourself. Because there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want to guard Michael Jordan. Nigga, I don't want to guard Michael Jordan. I don't want to guard Steph or LeBron or Kobe. Be honest with yourself. So I think that's why this game kind of disappeared. Not a lot of people played it. There's 177 players on Steam. Oh yeah, they're gonna shut them servers down soon. That's unfortunate. NBA 2K25. Niggas who only play Call of Duty and 2K, they fucking ears perked up. Oh, 2K, where's he ranking 2K? We played 2K. We played a lot of 2K. Fucking... I did like 2K25 when it first came out. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is the cycle. I like the game when it first comes out. I like the new shooting mechanics with the stick. It was a little weird at first, but once you understood it, it actually felt really good, and it opened up the green window. I like the changes to the gameplay. But what happened? The same thing that happens every year. The community started bitching and complaining. Change this, change that. Nobody took the time to learn the game because everybody wants to make it out their mama's basement instead of getting a job. being a content creator, and because they can't drop 40 bombs in the wreck every night so they can get a viral clip, crybabies on Twitter, the developers broke down, they started changing. So now NBA 2K25, by the time season 2 came out, it was a different game. I stopped playing the shit. The community ruined it. So because of that, I'm putting it at the C tier. At the beginning of the year, I might have gave it a B, but it's a C. It's a C. I wish I would shut the fuck up, man. Let's see. Oh, the Capcom fighting game collection. This is the first time we've seen Marvel vs. Capcom released in 20 years. Hard copies. And then it has like a bunch of other Marvel games on there. It's a collection. Like, I'll put it at the B tier. Like, it's hard for me to put it anywhere higher than B, as much as Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a classic. But like, you know. And then also day one, niggas was sweating on it. It's been 20 years since this game came out. And instead of people just getting on, hopping online, having fun, motherfuckers hopping online and just getting 100-piece combos done on them and shit. I'm like, you know what? I don't really have time for this. Like, but if you're a collector, definitely pick it up. Definitely pick it up. I put it at the B tier. It's hard for me to go any higher than that because, like, it's like, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Didn't play it. I wish I would have got a chance to, but just no time. There might be a Mario Party stream coming in 2025. I can't really talk about it. But we got something cool in the works potentially. I'm like, I can't really talk too much about it though. But I didn't play it. I got really good reviews though. Did anybody get to play it? It was cool. Okay. Sonic Generations Shadows. Not a new game. It's Sonic Generations from 10 years ago. They just added about 5 hours of new content with Shadow the Hedgehog because this year Sonic 3 came out. Fire movie, by the way. Sonic Generations, funny enough, is the last Sonic game that I really liked. So even though I did not play this, I know I would like this game. It's just, I get it when it's on sale. I'm not going to rebuy the same damn game. Barely any new content. I thought this was new. Nah, Sonic Generations came out 10 years ago. They just added some new content to it. It's like an expansion for it with some new shadow levels. I know the people who played it, it's really good. It got really good reviews, but I didn't play it, so I can't speak on the new shadow content. But I feel like I would have liked this game if I would have played it. It's just, it's hard to justify paying $70 for like 3 to 5 hours of new content versus, you know, Shadow the Earth Tree's $40 and you get 100 hours of new content. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll catch it when it's on sale. Oh, the first depressant or the first disappointment, aka the first is Generations really that old? Yeah, we're old. Yeah, we're old. The First Descendant. You guys remember that game? This game fucking sucks. Man, deaf to all these fucking live service looter shooters, dude. Yeah, some of y'all might put this at a C or a B, but you niggas are, this game really exposed how fraudulent you people are. And let me explain. I'm gonna go on a tangent, right? What's the difference between when First Descendant came out, the first month, I remember people kept coming in my chat. Are you gonna play this game? The First Descendant is free to play, looter shooter, big fat asses and titties and combat, and it's so fucking fun, bro. You gotta get on this. It's the next wave. It's the next wave. I said I played the beta. That shit was boring. It's another generic looter shooter where you defend the computer. The only difference is the bitches got fat asses in them. I don't want to play this shit, bro. I played this game before. Free to play Destiny, but worse. But y'all swore I needed to play this shit. By the way, this game's dead, by the way. Y'all swore it was next. Now, let me ask the chat a question. What's the difference between the First Disappointment and Suicide Squad? Here, I'll give you the answer. $70. Which goes to show some of you don't hate live service games. You hate that you have to pay for them because you're broke. And don't get me wrong, this game, Suicide Squad, was not worth $70. The point I'm trying to make is people love to sit on the internet and cap about how they hate these live service games when these two games are the same fucking game. The Descendant and Suicide Squad's the same game. You run around, defend the computer from hordes of enemies. The difference is this one's got Wonder Woman and this one's got a hentai babe in it. And it's $70. But it's the same fucking game, bruh. That's how, like, you niggas be capping, dude. This game sucks, and this game sucks. I'm being real. Disappointment now is as expensive as chopped cheeses. What the fuck you talking about? Fuck that game. Anyways, Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws, I'm gonna put it at a B. It got some bad press. People were saying that it's woke. I played the game. For people who have not played the game, there's no political agenda, any type of ideology being pushed in it. It's fucking Star Wars. People were just mad it starred a woman. And as someone who's played the game, mechanically, the game is fine. It's an open world stealth action game with an original story set inside the Star Wars universe. Some really cool set pieces. Like you have to sneak into some Empire bases with fucking TIE fighters and Imperial soldiers walking around. Like it's some really cool sections in here. Really good music. When it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's bad. It's a little buggy. It's a little glitchy. I think this game's biggest problem is it's another Ubisoft game. Open world, just shit all over the fucking screen. If you've played Far Cry, if you played Assassin's Creed, if you played Watch Dogs, take Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and put it in the Star Wars universe, it's the same shit. That's the biggest problem with this game. Does it make it terrible? No. It's just painfully average Ubisoft. I would only, because it does have some moments. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It does have some moments, but I can only recommend this game if you can get it between like 10 and 30 bucks. Get it on a Steam sale if you really want to try it. But you know, I don't think it's worth anything more than that. Yo, shout out to Watts with the big raid of 200. Shout out to Watts. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good night. Multiverses. Multiverses. I'm gonna put that at the C tier. This is, I would say this is one of the most disappointing games of the year. Let's not forget we had a beta in 2023. They shut it, or was it 2022? Whatever it was. They shut it down for like a year. They came back in 2024. It was the same. Hey, the funniest thing about this game, the funniest thing about this game is they disappeared for a year. They said, we're shutting the servers down and we're coming back and it's going to be a banger. They come back. They drop, y'all remember they dropped like a 3-minute dev diary. We changed this, we changed that. The game comes out. It was the same fucking game. It was the same game. I'm like, played this for about 2 days. I said I had enough. It was the same game, but they added like 2 new characters. They just didn't work it enough. And it's a shame because like I would love to see a world where a true Smash Bros competitor exists. Not a game that's not fundamentally found. Something like Rivals of Aether 2. That is a good Smash clone, but it's not competitive to Smash Bros. I'm talking about a game that makes Nintendo sweat. And I felt like if there was one game that had the chance, it was Multiverses, because Multiverses had the stacked star line of the WBIP folder versus something like a Rivals of Aether 2. But they flopped. They just didn't do enough with the formula, which is a shame too, because I like the 2v2 mechanic. At this point, because the game failed, I'd like to see Nintendo just steal it. I love the ability to, you know, play with another person and you could bounce off each other and create combos. That was the really funny, unique thing about this game. So go ahead, Nintendo, just steal it for the next Smash Bros. Because Multiverses didn't get it right. We'll forget about this game. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls 2. I forgot that game came out. I'd put that shit in the same fucking category. You want to put that too. Nick All-Stars Brawl 2. I forgot to put that there. I forgot that game came out. I'd put that in the same exact category, man. Save image. Let's see. Update. Nick All-Stars Brawl. I'm gonna put that at the C tier too. Same thing. It was literally just a straight up Smash clone with Smash Bros. With I can't talk. With Nickelodeon characters, but it didn't really push any boundaries. They didn't really do anything. This game was what the first game was supposed to be, but they lost all momentum. I'll put it at a C tier. It was okay. Did you get Space Marines? I did not. How did I forget that? Space Marines 2. Let's do that too. Good luck. I did not. Good luck, chat. We'll use that picture. I'm gonna get rid of that. At that. Space Marines. Boom. All right. Since I already just put it on there. Space Marines 2. I'll put that at A. I'm gonna put it at A. Space Marines 2, if you're looking for a hardcore action shooter that kind of harkens back to that Xbox 360 gritty era, this is the perfect game for you. With co-op, and it's challenging. Thousands of enemies on screen. The co-op abilities, the multiplayer wasn't bad. Can you cheat and add wilds and just give it S? Wilds. You talking about Monster Hunter Wilds? That shit ain't out. Not to change subject much, but for real, what be going on with Warner Bros? What they do? The guy who runs Max is such an idiot. It's almost impressive. Teen Titans is no longer streaming on Max. The series is now only available on Prime Video. Thank God I got Prime Video. I don't know what the fuck going on with them. Back to what I was going about. I don't know what the fuck going on with them. Is that Concord at C? I'm on mobile. I can't see. Yeah, I put it at a C. I explained why. I explained why. I don't want to hear nobody. If you didn't play Concord, which is most of you, I don't want to hear your opinion on it. What was I about to say? Damn, is it really A? I've been holding out. Oh no, it's fire. It's literally like Gears of War meets. I'm trying to think. It's like Gears of War meets World War Z with something else. The multiplayer is pretty fun too. Just know what you're getting into, because it's a linear, story-driven game. Really good story. Really fun co-op to run with the bros, and it's challenging. It's actually challenging. You have to work together. It's honestly in the same vein as Helldivers. If you liked Helldivers 2 and you didn't play Space Marine 2, you're doing yourself a great disservice. What about Persona 3? What about it? That game old as hell. There's multiplayer is cool. You can customize your Space Marine. Yeah. Remnant came out last year. Yo, shout out to Galakai with the sub. Power World. Is it kind of like Remnant 2? Nah, the closest comparisons I can give is Gears of War. It's not like Remnant 2, because it's not like Souls-like in terms of the way that the game flows. Power World, I'm gonna put it at B tier. Power World had a strong moment. I'd argue Power World was the first major success of 2024. But I'm not gonna lie, after about a month, this game kind of fell off the cliff for me. I felt like it took too long to get the guns, which was I'd argue that was almost like false advertisement. You had to work really hard to get guns in this game, and all in the advertisement. Like for like the 2 years before the game came out, all the trailers featured characters with guns. It took forever to get a fucking gun. You had to sit on this damn game all goddamn day. But it was fun. They did mix up the Pokemon formula. They had Nintendo sweating. That's why they suing them. They had Nintendo sweating. But it was something about Power World. It was missing something. I'm not 100% sure what it was. Everything in the trailer was in-game shit. Facts, Radical. And I felt like that was false advertisement. Power World was just missing something, and that's why. Oh, you know what it was that made me get off of this game? You remember they were advertising big time that Power World was coming to Game Pass. And I was excited because I have Game Pass. And then when the game came out, that's when we found, and I started my game on Game Pass. Then we found out people who play on Game Pass, you couldn't play with people who were on Steam and Xbox. The crossplay didn't work. So when there was no crossplay and I couldn't play with my friends, I got off the game. That's what pissed me off about that game. They fumbled the launch. If you're game developers, if your technical aspect is not there, don't launch the game. They fixed that in the first month. It was too late for me. You look at all these games. Look, I got a handful that I didn't play, but I played most of the games. I play games over here, nigga. I played most of the games that are left too. There's too many games to play. Motherfuckers come in my chat. What's your opinion on this? And it's my job to serve the people. Okay, I got to play these games. But TBH Gaming is dead. Facts. Ooh, I got a controversial one. This is gonna be a controversial positive one. The Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This was the 2D Metroidvania Prince of Persia game starring the black guy. We was calling it the Prince of Ethiopia. People were calling it woke because it starred a black guy. I feel like this game, because it came out earlier in the year, and also it was a critical darling, but it was not financially successful. And because Ubisoft has taken a lot of L's this year, this game really got lost in translation. But if we're being honest, Prince of Persia was one of the best games this year. I'm gonna give you people think I be going hard on Ubisoft. I'm giving you your flowers. And I think the biggest shame about this game is not only did it not sell well, Ubisoft disbanded the studio that made this game. This is their best game that came out. They put all their advertising dollars behind Star Wars when this was their best game that came out this year. The level design was top tier. The combat was it was amazing. You could do these combos and like slow down time. Like, it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. The story was good. This is a game you could probably get for like $10 right now. I promise you, if you didn't play it, you're gonna be shocked. It's actually really good. It's $20 on Steam. So I'm gonna show Ubisoft some love. This game deserved far more love than it got. I think it's one of the best games of the year. Next, 14-hour plane ride with the Switch. This game saved me. Yeah, Yeah, they disbanded the studio, unfortunately. What's up, buddy? Next, we got the Princess. What was this game called? Princess Peach something. Was it Princess Peach Showtime? Yeah, Princess Peach Showtime. I didn't play it. I'm not gonna lie. This game didn't interest me at all. It didn't interest me. I wasn't gonna play this game. I'm not gonna lie. Did anybody play this game? Anybody got an opinion on it? What was controversial about that? Ubisoft always shoots them in the foot? Nah, that's facts. Well, because, I feel like a lot of times when it comes to this internet stuff, people love to put people down, but then they don't be honest about certain things. Because then I don't know if they're afraid of backlash, to be honest, because they don't want the hate mob. Because like it's cool to just hate on everything, but like I like to be 100% honest. Like this is like Concord was not the worst game that I played this fucking year. Prince of Persia was actually really fucking good. Where's Zelda? Zelda didn't come out. Oh wait, Echoes of Wisdom? I didn't play it, so I mean you can put it on there. You're right. Echoes of Wisdom. You're right. I didn't play Princess of Peach, but we will put Zelda there too. I heard this is one of the best games of the year. Didn't get around to playing it. I am gonna pick it up when it's on sale. But I did not get a chance to play it, unfortunately, so I gotta put it in the didn't play it list. Maybe when the Switch 2 comes out, I'll get a copy for like 20 bucks. Well, actually, no, I won't, because Nintendo games don't ever drop in price. But I didn't get to play Princess Peach or Zelda. But I know this is one of the best reviewed games of the year. I believe people when they say it's good. I just didn't have the time to play it. Too many games came out between October and November for me to play it. Did you put Yakuza? Yeah, I did. Infinite Wealth. It's right there. It's literally the first one, Like a Dragon. Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. Where do I put this? Okay. Hellblade 2. It was free. It was on the Game Pass. That's a positive. Probably had the best sound design of 2024. Probably one of the best looking games of 2024. But I don't play games for sound design and graphics. I'm a gameplay first person. If the gameplay is fire, I will forgive a lot. That's the reason I have Dragon Age Veilguard, so I think the gameplay is fun. So I'll forgive some of the other things. But ladies and gentlemen, this was not a fucking game. This was what it's... Like, the graphics and the sound was fucking fire. The story was okay. But this was not a fucking game, dude. This was a glorified tech demo. It was a movie. If you have not played this game, it's 5 hours long. And I swear to God, I'm not trying to be funny. 4 hours and 30 minutes of that 5 hours is walking. Walking and a nigga whispering in your head. And the nigga be whispering in your head so goddamn much, you start to go crazy. So it kind of turned, and I get because it's about a woman with schizophrenia, but like, I'm like, God damn, can I fight something? ASMR, the video game. So like, I got, this game was disappointing, especially because I heard the first one was fire. That's why I was excited about this one. I was like, I'll give this one this game was ass. But great sound design, great representation, great graphics. But at the end of the day, for me, the most important thing about a game is the game. It reminds me of, it's like a worse version. Yeah, it is like a worse version of the Order 1886. Because the one thing I will give about the Order 1886, it had some fire gameplay moments. It just needed more of them. The gameplay in here is very repetitive. The combat's even a little bit there, it's very repetitive. So yeah, I'm gonna put that at a D tier. It was one of the worst games of the year, for me at least. I really had to thug it out. I honestly only finished this game because it was 5 hours. I was like, I'm already halfway there. I was like, I was 2.5 hours into the stream. I was like, fuck it, I'll beat it. But last time I checked, a report claimed that 90% of Xbox players, according to the achievements, have not completed this game. That should tell you how bad it is. This is a 5 hour game, I repeat. 5 hours. And according to Xbox achievements, 90% of people did not even beat this game. They turned this shit the fuck off. Have you tried Path of Exile 2? Nah, I'm not gonna count that because isn't that in early access? I didn't put any, because I know Hades 2 came out too. I didn't put no early access games on here. What's this shit called? South Park Snow Day. I remember a couple people was hyping this up in the chat. This shit was ass. I didn't play it, but I know it was one of the worst reviewed games of the year. I didn't play it, but if everybody says ass, I'll believe it. Anybody play this game, South Park Snow Day? South Park is a C because I forgot about it, and Little C. Yeah, that shit was ass. It got terrible reviews. We're gonna move past. There's nothing to even talk about that. It was like some tower defense game. Nobody cares. Next game is Sandland. That is the game with Deborah from Dragon Ball. It's a Toriyama manga. They did a game based off of it. I didn't play the demo. I didn't play the full game, but I did play the demo. So I'm just going off the demo. If the rest of the game is like the demo, it was okay. It was okay. I felt like it was a B. I felt it was just okay. I think that the problem with this game is it's kind of like this one. It was just okay. It's another open world game. You got to really be into the story. But I didn't feel compelled to get it full price because I didn't see enough from the demo to where I was like, oh, I really got to play this. But it felt like a solid game. If you're into the manga, you might like it. You might like it. But for me, it was just kind of okay. R.I.P. Toriyama. I like the anime. I've heard it's fire. Stellar BBL. A tier. Stellar Blade surprisingly is one of the better games of this year. It's not quite S tier for me. Before we even get into the negatives, the positives, visually, really good looking game. I'm not talking about her body, you nasty ass niggas. I'm talking about the actual art design. I thought the world was beautifully crafted. I thought the characters were cool. Freaking the music, one of the best soundtracks of the year. Also, she did have a BBL, but like art design, I thought the art design, I'm being 100% honest. I thought the art design was good. Music was good. The combat, when it was hitting, it was good. And I think that's my one critique about it. I felt like certain aspects of the combat were just a little bit wonky. Specifically, like some of the parrying, dodging, it was a little bit weird. But when it was working, it was really good. It had some really memorable boss fights. The story was lacking too, yeah. But the alternate costumes, and that's what I mean when I'm being genuinely honest about the art design. This game probably had some of the best alternate costumes that made you really want to unlock them. Like that, I remember that yellow fit was fire. It had some really fire fits in this game that made you want to unlock them. But yeah, the story wasn't the best. But I had to put it at the A tier because, I mean, the way she slid down the ladder just inspired a nigga, man. It inspired a nigga. Yeah, the platforming wasn't good. It was like those little things that kind of held it back. The combat was a little wonky. The platforming wasn't good. So, like, I can't put it in the A tier, but it was really good. It was really good. I feel like an A is fair. I didn't like the ending, depending on which one you got, yeah. But I thought it was good. And I think the beautiful thing about Stellar BBL is this was their first game, kind of like Black Myth Wukong. I thought it was better than Black Myth Wukong. This was their first game, and this is what they put out, a solid 8.5, I think. They got not bad for your first game. They used to make mobile games. This is their first AAA game. Not bad. Not bad. It gives them something to, if they make a Stellar BBL 2 and they make a cohesive story and improve the platforming and just some of the wonkiness of the combat, it's going to S tier. It's going to S tier. For the people who haven't played the game, it genuinely is a good game. It's not just a Gooner game. It genuinely is a good game. They're definitely making a sequel. Oh yeah, based off the way the story ended. You'd put Stellar Blade over Veilguard? Yeah, I would. Tekken 8. Tekken 8. This one's tough. I played the fuck out of this when it first came out. We was on this for like a solid 3 months. We was running lobbies. We was playing ranked. I was grinding the rank. That's how you, when y'all want to know if I like a multiplayer game, when you see me grind rank. I'd be 100% honest when I say I don't even be giving a fuck about it. I just be playing to have fun with my boys. When you see me grind ranked, I like a game. I did grind ranked in this, just like Street Fighter. They did some really innovative shit in this game that I feel like people forgot. The ghost training mechanic, every fighting game needs to have that. Where you can study pro players' ghost and you can actually fight with them. So if you're looking for high level competition, you can do that. Fire. The new characters, fire. The art, fire. My main issue with this fucking game was the tracking. We was calling it tracking 8 at launch. That shit was scrub as fuck, man. A lot of scrubs was getting bailed out by the tracking on the camera. I feel like it's somewhere between an A and an S tier. Too mechanically wrong with the game for me to put it up there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at an A. It was one of the best games of the year, but it was some really infuriating stuff. I'm gonna go with an A. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an A. It's not quite S, but it is really good. And this is coming from somebody, I'm not a big Tekken player, I'm gonna be honest. I've always been a Street Fighter dude, but I did really enjoy Tekken 8 for what it was. It just had some problems with it. Oh, big yawn. I'm gonna give it an A. I got so many delay frames while playing again. Oh yeah, people with the shitty online. You're right. A is fair. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Because the online wasn't as good as Street Fighter. Like when it worked, but when like the frame drops were in the game, it was really bad. So the online wasn't as smooth either. So you're right. You're right. Plucky Spire looked really creative, looked really fun. I ordered a hard copy, but I'm waiting for it to come from Amazon. The game released digitally only, but looked like one of the most creative platformers I've ever seen. Got really good reviews, but I didn't get a chance to play it. I feel like most people would probably put it at a B or an A tier based off the reviews I've seen, but I didn't get to play it, so I got to put it at that joint. Tekken 8 was one of the highlights of the series, easily one of the best Tekkens. Story was anime as fuck. Shit was funny. I agree with that. Anybody play Plucky Spire? You put it at an A. Very fun game. If you play it, you put it on an A tier. Probably because I am biased towards platformers. It looked really fun. I just never got around to playing it because I wanted a hard copy of the game. But it is what it is. You forgot to put Undisputed. I did. Good shit. Good spot. Undisputed. Good spot. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Upload that. Glad you caught that joint. All right, so next, because he called it Undisputed. You forgot Bluey? Bluey didn't come out this year, did it? That came out last year. Bluey the game. Yeah, that came out 2023. All right, Undisputed. Nigga, fuck this game. Like, this shit is garbage. This is one of the worst games of the fucking year, dude. I don't care. Yo, the only people who like this game are 45-year-old receding hairline delusional ass niggas who live in a mama's basement and work third shift that are just thirsty, just parched for a fucking boxing game. Like, I get it. It's been a long time since last fight night, so they'll just accept anything. But if we're being 100% honest about this being a good boxing game, it's not. It's fucking awful, dude. And for a multitude of reasons. First off, it's like this is the boxing equivalent of X-Defiant. The hit registration doesn't work. These niggas made a boxing game where 50% of your punches don't register correctly. Niggas be having noodle arms in the fucking fight. Arms be going all over the fucking place. They made a boxing game where you can't clinch. Now, if you don't know what boxing is, and I mean, if you're not a fan of boxing, you don't know what that is, but you maybe watched a Jake Paul fight, which, oh my God, that's all you watched. It's when somebody's dazed and they try to grab you to slow down the fight. There's no clinching in a boxing game. So what the meta became is niggas hop online with Deontay Wilder and they just spam power punch. They still do this because I played this just a week ago. They spam power punches with the power hits. They get you dazed and then run you down. It doesn't matter how good you play defense. You can't clinch it and slow down the fucking fight. It's Haymaker City. And the way that these loser ass old head niggas try to argue this shit is, oh, well, you just suck at the game. Ring IQ. I can overcome it. Yes, you can overcome it. I've overcome it. That's not the point. Niggas is not paying $70 to play an unfinished, unbalanced, wonky ass game. It doesn't matter that you like it hard. I don't, you fucking weirdo. I want the fight to be hard because I'm getting outclassed. Because now, when the game doesn't work correctly, I'm fighting the game and I'm fighting you. Fuck that. I get on games to have fun. This is not a good boxing game. The atmosphere is not that good. The music, the soundtrack in this game is fucking awful, dude. Undisputed is for unks. Oh, it is. Undisputed is the definitive boxing game for 45-year-old unks with receding hairlines who work in the barbershop. But there's nothing wrong with working in a barbershop, being a barber. But it's for the 45-year-old unk who works in the barbershop and he's not even a barber. The nigga sweeps hair. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck that game. That game sucks. Gotta get to the sub. Shout out to you gifting the sub. The niggas be in the comment section. Yo, the Undisputed community is so funny too because these niggas are weird. Like they be in the comment section of anybody. Yo, you want to blow up? Here's a pro tip. Anybody want to be a content creator? Shout out to Rob Bass with the sub. If you want to be a content creator on YouTube, make a video saying Undisputed sucks. You think I'm playing, right? Hold up, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna put y'all in the game. vidIQ. I'm gonna show y'all how to blow up on YouTube. Let's see, Undisputed Boxing. If it's still like when I made the video. I changed. Okay, so when I made my Undisputed video and I dropped it like a week or two ago, it had a high search volume on YouTube, but it had low competition. Now, what that means is when people search for Undisputed content, your video is easy to find. Right now, it has medium, so it's still somewhat easy. If you make the point I'm trying to make is, if you make a video about Undisputed, your video will be found much easier in comparison to making a video about, say, Marvel Rivals, because that's super popular. So like these niggas in the Undisputed community, they go video to video. Anybody who fucking criticizes Undisputed, they'll be in your comment section telling you you have low IQ. Nigga, you work in the Amazon warehouse pounding tortas for 14 hours just. And then you go home and you get on Deontay Wilder and you just swing for the fences. Get a fucking life. Where'd my mouse go? Tortas is the word of the day. Tortas is the fucking word of the day. I don't hear nothing about it. It's the last I'm gonna hear about that game. That game is dead as fuck, bro. That's another game. So like, let's also rank the worst communities, right? Number one worst community in 2024 is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. You niggas is losers. Nobody cares that you want to be Super Saiyan Jalen. Nobody cares you power up in the back of the fucking class. Shut the fuck up. We're taking a test. You niggas stink. You go to conventions every year. These are the niggas that go to DreamCon and dream of getting a bad bitch dressed as Sailor Moon, and they come home with fucking the flu. Because you're just around people. You don't wash your ass. You niggas is losers. You thought it was going to be game of the year. It's not even game of the month. Number two is Black Myth Wukong. You guys are the second most annoying. I thought you were going to be number one, but you came in a strong second. These guys are the ones that are screaming it should have been game of the year because they didn't play anything but Call of Duty and 2K. So then when you play Black Myth Wukong, it seems like the greatest game of all time, but you niggas are stupid too. The third worst community is the Undisputed community. This is number three, rounding out the top three. These people are annoying as I described. If you want to blow up on YouTube, make a video criticizing Undisputed, saying, hey, I don't like the fact that the online lags. Shit, don't lag for me, bro. I got Spectrum internet. Nigga, I got gigabit internet. The game fucking sucks. Like I said, these niggas work third shift at the barbershop at 45, sweeping hair, trying to support they 7 kids by 12 baby mamas. Get out of here. Anyways, did I turn my music off? I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. I hate them niggas, bro. What was I about to say? Let me turn my fucking 19 inches of Venom. Let's go. Dang, even Black Myth couldn't win an award for most annoying. Yeah, it couldn't even win that award. Did I mute the shit? Oh, I muted it. Bro, please stop. What did I do? Rivals fans are starting to come annoying too? Really? I think Rivals has a great community. I've seen so many funny ass memes. There are toxic people in ranked, but overall, I like the community. Sweeping hair for 7 kids is crazy. These niggas be sweeping hit. These niggas got 7 kids by 12 baby mamas somehow. Sweeping hair on the third shift. Playing Undisputed. I'm playing Undisputed in the shop, bro. Man, if you don't go sweep some hair. Mario and Luigi, I ain't play this shit. I didn't play this shit, but I heard it got good reviews. I don't have any opinion on it. This is a game I'll probably get when it's on sale, but it is what it is. What about Stalker 2? Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't play it though, so I mean, I don't have an opinion on it. Stalker 2. Nintendo kind of got dodged all year. They did. I'm not gonna lie. I think part of it is I'm just kind of tired of the Switch. I'm ready for the Switch 2. Who's ready for the Switch 2? I'm just kind of over the Switch, you know? I'm tired of playing games in 720p. Don't play Belantro. It's dangerous. I got it already, bro. I'm gonna play it. I gotta put it at the don't play it. I heard it's got decent reviews, but I ain't play it. I don't have an opinion on it. It came out at the wrong time. Too many games came out. Same thing with Topspin. Didn't get to play it. I heard people love this more than NBA 2K, but it's another one of those games where I didn't get a chance to play it, so I don't really have a strong opinion on it. Serena Williams looked thick in the gameplay though, so that was pretty cool. If we wanted to rate the thickness, definitely S, but you know, none of my business. And then last but not least, a game I feel like got lost in the shuffle, Last of Ronin. I feel like if there was a game that got really hated, The Rise of Disappointment. I feel like this game got really overhated. Like before it even came out, Like a lot of people was just hating on the game. I give it a solid B. It's a solid Souls-like action type of game. It just kind of came out at the wrong time. Didn't really push any boundaries. Doesn't mean it's horrible, but people were talking about it like it was fucking Concord when really it's not bad if you get it for 20 bucks. Ronin came out when Metaphor and Wukong came out. No, I think it came out before. Yeah, like a solid 7.5 it felt like. And like that's been one of my arguments for 2024. What's wrong with a solid 7? Most y'all mamas is 7s. Most of y'all are dating 6s and 7s, but oh, it's a bad thing when it's a game. And then the counter argument to that is, well, niggas would be like, oh, well, I don't want to pay $70 for a 7, but you just paid on a $200 date. You just took a 6 to the movie theater, bought 2 tickets, a large popcorn, 2 sodas, 3 candies. You just spent $100,000 at the movie theater. You'll spend that on a 7 in real life, but like, what are you talking about here, bro? Be for real. Be fucking for real. That's all. Now, listen. If you genuinely are not interested in the game, I am not going to argue against that. I'm just saying, I be feeling like a lot of y'all arguments are very disingenuous and flawed if you really break it down. Yeah, and yeah, right. You'll do all that, pay $200 for a dinner date with a 7 just to get a hug. And then these be the same niggas, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero niggas, who go back to the homeboys in the group chat. Just bad this bitch, bro. I was knocking her fucking back. I was blowing her back. She was screaming, daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah, because she was calling her dad to come pick her up because she hates you. That's why she was screaming daddy. I fucking knocked the brakes off that bitch, bro. I was fucking pounding that ass, bro. Anybody who says they was pounding that ass did not hit. I was pounding that ass. I was. No, you weren't. Get your bitch ass out of here, dude. I completely agree with that. So I'm just trying to give y'all some perspective. I find it very fascinating that people won't pay for a 7 out of 10 game, but then you'll drop $500 on a date for a 7. Like, this shit is crazy. I'm just saying, just some food for thought. I'd argue the 7 here is a little bit cheaper. So there you have it. There is my definitive list of the best and worst games. Did you out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Yeah, I did. In Dragon's Dogma, I did. That's my definitive list of the best and worst games of 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will upload this to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Let's get on fucking Marvel Rivals. It's time to destroy my mental health. Let's get it. Oh, by the way, I made this list public. So, I mean, if you want to use it, like if you make content or you just want to do it with your friends, just search best and worst games of 2024. I made it a public template. Feel free to use it. Obviously, I'm missing a few though, so you might have to add it, but it has most of them. Here we go. Someone's gonna shit on this list. Good thing it's my list. They'll be